Alright, we're about to be joined by my old friend Scott Phillips, who is now working for Ubisoft. Back in the days, Mr. Phillips was a paladin healer in World of Warcraft, and I was like the #1 DPS rogue pretty much in the world, except for some really hardcore nerds that had the chance to play the game 24 hours a day. I was more of a 10-hour a day kind of man because I had to, go work for a living. But I was pretty good, like pound for pound. I was really up there with DPS. Not many people could beat me. And he was one ruthless guild master. He was the guild master of Falling Chapter, Mr. Phillips. And exclusive to Bannock 13, he's here. He's going to run us through some Assassin's Creed Odyssey gameplay. We're going to check that out straight away. It is, I think, about 8 minutes long, so just bear with me, and we're going to start it straight away. I'm going to stop talking shit. Over to you, Scott. It's a true story.
I'm Scott Phillips, game director on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Today I'm
He's now a game director.
A sneak peek at 3 years of hard work from the
for all you
Ubisoft
lucky Bannock 13 fans, we're about to get a sneak peek.
Transformation into a full-blown RPG with choice at the center of everything.
Choice, bro.
In Assassin's Creed
Choice.
Odyssey, you will play a mercenary who embarks on an epic odyssey to reunite their family and confront the ones who tore it apart. Your
Sweet.
ship,
Scott.
the Adrestia, will be your home base and its crew like family as you seek adventure sailing the Aegean seas and exploring the lands of 5th century BC ancient Greece. And for the first time ever,
You can choose
to play as either a male or a
Ah,
female
man,
hero,
that's awesome.
Alexios or Cassandra.
The problem is, like,
Heroes will
I
share
wouldn't know
the
who to
same
choose
story
because I love
and
female
possibilities.
characters, strong
Today,
female
we're going to
mercenary
Cassandra
type characters
as
in
she
games.
arrives at the beautiful Greek island of
They're awesome.
Mykonos.
Look, I mean, look how beautiful they look. Like, even in Diablo 3, I play a lot of female characters. They just look, the animations are better, and it's just awesome having really tough females. I like them.
In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, choice is key, and it's why we've introduced interactive dialogues.
Sweet. Speaking of interactive dialogue, excuse me. Remember the game Vampire Masquerade: The Bloodlines? Even though that game was so buggy and I think it was kind of half completed, I loved the interactive dialogue. It was really something out of this world. At the time, it was way ahead of its time. The graphics were amazing. I forget which engine they were using, but on PC it looked amazing. I'm glad that that's come back. It makes you sort of feel more, like the game's more realistic, like you're more part of the game and actually living life through the eyes of this, gorgeous Greek goddess or mercenary.
What did your informant tell you?
Dialogues like these allow the player to roleplay and impact the characters.
I'll
world,
roleplay with
and
her.
ultimately, the outcomes of their adventure.
Anytime.
There's also word of Spartans landing on Mykonos.
So, I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
I just hope we get some gameplay soon, not this kind of stuff for too long.
Business as usual then.
I'm so excited. E3 is so awesome. Maybe one day I can go there.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy.
I'd love to be
protecting
there. I'd be like a
Diocles
kid
from
in a candy store, I swear. I'll probably just stand in the middle crying. Oh, I can't believe I'm here.
We've just been spotted by
Here we
a
go.
mercenary
Combat.
hunting the bounty on Cassandra's head. Mercenaries are
Where are you
powerful
going,
enemies
Cassandra?
trying to hunt you down.
Cassandra!
Odyssey takes place during
Cassandra!
a time
Where are you
when
going?
the two powerhouses of Sparta
Oh, maybe they're like too
and
powerful
fighting
to
for
begin
control
with.
of all
Because like in
Greece.
Origins, you
Spartans
can't
and
take on those
Athenians
bounty
both
hunters
used
too
mercenaries to
early
do
on.
dirty work.
Or
But
they'll
they also
still a
have
few
armies
up.
of their own, as
But
long as
eventually you
they
can
remain
take them
strong.
down when you level up.
mercenary. This can't be good.
We've crossed paths with another mercenary hunting Cassandra.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I saw her going straight to a mercenary.
Can ultimately become the most famous and fearsome mercenary of ancient Greece. Just one of the many side stories of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
And I will be the most feared mercenary in ancient Greece. Oh, she stuffed him up there.
Combat in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is focused on offense and quick movement. Instead of blocking,
Oh yeah, she's doing heaps of damage. This mercenary is going to be no problem.
to use your
Just
special
slice him up
abilities.
nice.
These special abilities are devastating thanks to the first civilization artifact that Cassandra wields, the broken spear of Leonidas.
Nice. This must be a bit further in the game.
Creating
Well, that mercenary is gone.
was our goal from day one. Weapons,
Oh, level
gear, and
19.
ability choice are key parts of
Yeah,
it.
no wonder.
Your gear is divided in 5 parts. Each item
I wonder what the
comes
max
with its
level
own
is.
stats
Probably
and
40
rarity,
again?
as well
I
as
know in
perks
Origins
that
it
can
was
be tailored
40.
to your playstyle. When leveling up, dozens of
Cool.
special abilities, each with multiple upgrades, become available.
Talent trees.
Once you've purchased
Nice.
a new ability, you choose where it's mapped on the controller, creating your own loadout.
Okay.
Choice in abilities, choice in weapons, and choice in gear will allow
Sounds like there'll be a
every
lot
player
of
to have their own unique
choices.
loadout and playstyle. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will constantly entice players with adventure across hundreds of quests, locations, as well as dynamic events.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home.
And in those adventures, for the first time ever, you
This
will be able to
is
lie,
Sparta!
betray, or roleplay the hero. It's all up to you.
Oh,
and
so you
how
can,
you choose
can
to
be good or bad?
For Kira.
What do you want with her?
She looks like she could be a nice, a good evil
The
vixen.
mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about
Methods.
paying me handsomely.
I didn't get your methods.
Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved
Oh,
our
it's
people
hot.
for too long.
Ooh.
Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of our rebellion to you and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle. If you're half the warrior Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust.
Goddamn Athenians. You know, the
All
world would
right,
be so much
Spartan.
better without
I'll
Athenians.
fight with you. But Diocles
I don't
is
mean that.
mine.
For the Athenians that watch my videos. I was just joking.
Cassandra has agreed to help the rebels in a
Oh.
conquest battle. These conquest battles pit hundreds of soldiers against each other and can take place with or without the player's help when a nation becomes weak.
Very
The outcome
cool.
of these battles,
Oh, I
as
imagine
well
going
as the
around
choices
just
in the game, will have dramatic
slicing and
impacts on
dicing
shaping
everyone in
the
battle.
future of Greece.
Haven't seen anything like this in a Assassin's Creed game as of yet. This will be awesome. What I do miss is, I don't know if it was Assassin's Creed Revelations or... Oh, he looks big. He looks nasty. But I miss the chain combo fatalities. That was so overpowered. There'd literally be like 10, 15, 20 enemies around you, and once you get one fatality hit, you can just chain them. Ding, ding. It was like instant kill everyone. It was just too easy.
Dodging, parrying, and landing hits on enemies.
Oh yeah, we got the
When
boss.
the player has enough adrenaline, it can be unleashed in devastating special ability attacks, like Sparta Kick.
Come on, Cassandra, you got this. Oh no.
But
For the
your enemies
gods.
have abilities of their own and will challenge you like never before.
Oh, get out of there. Nice. Oh, yeah, he's gone. Oof, oh.
With Diocles dead, Mykonos Island will now be controlled by the Spartans.
Let us party in
I hope you enjoyed
Mykonos.
this sneak peek at the epic adventure of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh, is that it already?
October
Fuck, time,
5th.
time flies when you're having fun. Hope you're all having fun with me. I enjoyed that. I'm really excited for this. I've really got to spend time playing games and catching up with everything I need to before this comes. It's October. It comes out. It's ridiculous. All right. So far, 2 Assassin's Creed Odyssey videos down, and I'm super excited. I'm already an Assassin's Creed fan. Loved Origins and what they did with it. The whole Egypt setting was amazing. Greece, you know what I'd like to see? Greece is going to be good, but it'll be pretty repetitive of sort of, the settings that we've already seen, I think. These sort of, dusty ancient towns, and then they'll have little jungle bits and stuff like that. We've seen that before. Let's try something new. The Assassin's Creed settings that I'm thinking will be different, unique, and people will get into. I think like an ancient Japan, where you get a lot of different types of katana swords, ninja stars as weapons. Really sort of like ancient Japanese samurai style, silent stealthy ninjas, all that sort of stuff. I think that would be an awesome setting. Also, I'm hoping one day that we see a modern day Assassin's Creed where you can like literally scale up like skyscraper buildings and jump across buildings and jump into cars and go through all these, you know, populated cities and stuff like that and get like more modern weapons. I know it sounds a little bit, you know, sort of, you know, what's the point? But maybe they can just continue the storyline and make, you know, one game with a really modern setting. That hasn't happened yet. They've all been really ancient and some of them have been a little bit too similar. But having said that, I ain't complaining. Whatever they bring out, I'm going to play, especially if they're as high quality as Origins, and this looks like it's not going to disappoint either. Let's move on with more E3 content. I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited.